television in your bedroom? Do you and your partner schedule your life around the TV? Do you ever rush back home, speeding and driving recklessly, just to catch your favorite TV show? If the answer to these three questions is a yes, then you are in for some trouble, because you are a TV addict. And if you're watching this show, then this episode is just for you. Has your television become the other in your life and your relationship? Hello, I'm Rajat Kapoor and I welcome you to my lounge. And my first guest tonight is Chetan, who is a TV addict.
Hi, this is Chetan Kapoor. I'm 30 years old. I'm a textile businessman by day, but by night I become a completely different animal. I'm a major sports aficionado, especially a football buff, and actually that has landed me into a lot of problems. My parents are complaining about it, my wife is complaining about it. In fact, I'm a major sports buff. I always have been following all kinds of games, not just the main games like, say, cricket or football, but even inane sports. And my wife really has quite an issue with that. And as you will realize later, exactly, we'll talk about that in detail. The reason really that Tarana, my wife, has an issue with me following sports so comprehensively and completely on the telly is because she complains that I really don't spend quality time with her. But my argument to that is that if she becomes a sports buff just like me, then hey, we're watching sports and we're spending quality time together.
Hello, Chetan. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
So you admit that you're addicted.
Well, yes, you can use the word addiction because it has been a long drawn-out love affair with television and me.
Long, drawn-out love affair?
Yes.
How long has it been?
Well, since the 1982 Asiad, since color television came into India.
25 years?
Yes.
You've been addicted for 25 years?
Yes.
But isn't there a cure for this addiction or something?
Maybe I don't want to be cured.
Yeah. And what does it entail?
Well, primarily for me, viewing television involves watching sport.
Okay.
I'm a complete sports buff. I have a family business, but I, also work as a commentator on radio and television, covering sports. So for me, primarily it's a sports thing. And that is something that the significant other cannot understand yet.
Cannot understand at all?
Yet.
Yeah? But
I'm working on it.
Yeah, how long have you been married?
Well, it's been 3 years.
Yeah. And she's still with you?
She's still with me. And so is the television.
So is the television. How many hours a day? What does it...
Well, essentially because I have a day job. I'm home by around 6:37.
Okay.
So I do try to catch the live coverage of most of the sports events for at least a couple of hours every evening. And usually that's the time when she likes to have her own viewing. And that's
so
when
the fight is over who will watch what?
Well, yeah, I call them remote control wars.
Right.
And it's ironic I use that term because they're neither remote and nor are they very controlled.
They're not controlled at all?
Well, the television is the precursor, is the cause usually for the war. I would not really call it a war.
What was the last fight you had over television?
Well, usually it's always over the weekends because I'm a big fan of the Premier League, the English Premier League football. I'm a guy, so I kick my shoes off and the socks are everywhere. And I'm sitting on the beanbag.
I'm a guy, he says, so I kick off my shoes. Yeah, okay.
And then I'm sitting on the beanbag in front of the television. And the missus comes along and says, but I would prefer watching such and such channel. And then that's usually, the way it goes about.
Then what happens by the end of it?
Well, by the end of it, we are arguing about a lot of things besides the television.
But how does it affect the time with her?
This is a question even she puts up, and it's a very valid question. Now, my endeavor really, Rajat, is to make her addicted to football to the extent that I am. And then even she won't mind watching the television with me,
hand in hand. Quality time together watching football.
Exactly.